Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 5, Episode 4 called Caribbean Rhapsody. So, we're just going to start off where they started off, okay? We have Trick. He's at a youth football game because the past few years he's been coaching. So that's cool. We got Safari, Gunplay, and Snoop. They're there for support. But since Trick is too busy with the game, obviously, and the kids, so the rest of them are talking. Snoop asks Gunplay about, I guess, a recent podcast he did where he pretty much cussed out all his little haters for making all the comments about this whole GoFundMe situation. So we already see what storyline they're going to keep going on for the rest of the season. So Gunplay, he don't got no remorse. He said what he said, and that's it. You know, he's tired of them keep talking about him and Vonche. So, you know, that's eating him up alive. He talking about, you know, he took him so much violence to be this calm. But clearly we don't see you being calm, okay? We just see you trying to act like you was being calm. And it's slowly starting to marinate and get your anger rising and all this stuff. And now you slipping back into your old ways, okay? And we don't saw what happened a couple weeks ago. All right, so whatever. Gunplay don't take no accountability. He just blames DJ Envy. But at the same time, it's just like you have a GoFundMe, but at the same time, you, still doing what y'all do. Y'all still buying gifts for other celebrities who probably got more money than you. You know, you still going out to eat in extravagant places. So it's kind of like if you don't want people to talk about you and the stuff you're doing while you have a GoFundMe, maybe not post those things. Okay, maybe don't post those things. And then per Gunplay, they refunded all the money, but I'm just like, for why? I don't. Okay, the purpose of this GoFundMe was to cover the medical bills for your daughter. So how? So now that you gave the GoFundMe money back, how you gonna pay for your daughter's medical bills? If that was the purpose of getting this money, so is her bills not gonna get paid? I don't understand. Because I mean, if you guys don't got it, that's why you guys had the GoFundMe, right? So why not use it towards what it needs to be used? I mean, if you want to, you shouldn't have to prove to nobody anything, but maybe you just show that you paid the bills of the, like, I don't understand. If that's what you really needed for, you should have just got the money for the people who donated. You know, unless if they ask for the refund, I don't know. You know, I don't know nothing about this situation. I'm just watching what I see on the TV. I heard about it, but I don't know too much details. So, I don't know. But if the sole purpose of the money was to pay your kids' medical bills, why not just you already got the money, use the money for the medical bills, unless you got the money and really didn't need to go for me money. That's why you refunded it. And you still was able to pay your kids' bills, which then we go back to square one of why'd you make the GoFundMe in the first place? I don't know. It's just a very confusing thing for me. But okay, he said what he said. And then Safari wants to chime in, put his little 2 cents, saying he understands exactly how Gunplay feels because, you know, people talk crap about him all the time. Yes, Safari, they do. Yes. Am I one of them? Not really. I could care less about what you got going on and stuff. I see it, but I'm not going to put comments on social media. I try to spread love and positivity, okay? Anytime you see me post anything on social media, I'm trying to give a compliment or whatever. If I don't have nothing nice to say, I keep it to myself, unless if I'm, you know, on camera, doing my review thoughts and opinions on, you know, Ratchet Reality. Other than that, Safari, sure, yes. So I guess you guys could both connect, and I guess both of you girls, Amara and Vonche, feeling some type of way about social media. But as far as Vonche, I mean, she may be new to this fame thing or whatnot. But Amara, this should be nothing new for her. So I don't know why she acting like it's bothering her. But I know we got to do this for the TV storyline. But at the same time, you know, Amara, you knew what you was doing. That's why you wasn't trying to claim homeboy and say you would never go out with him and the family reunion. But look where you are now. So then after that, Safari mentions that him and Amara, whatever. He mentions that him and Amara are going to go to the church to talk to the pastor for advice on the relationship. Gunplay looking at him like, I'm looking at him like, Snoop is just, Snoop, I just feel like he be here, but he don't be here, if you get what I'm trying to say. Like, he's here physically, but mentally, his mind is far away. That's what he looks like all the time to me. So, anywho, we all looking at him like, Safari's like, oh, you know, contrary to popular belief, you know, I am a very spiritual guy. Listen, I'm not going to talk about nobody's relationship with God or whoever they worship and whatnot in their spiritual journey or where they're at in their spiritual life. However, so far, I'm not, no. I don't believe a lick of what you're saying, but okay, you're a spiritual guy. Okay. Or whatever you say, okay? Like, I don't know you personally, so maybe you are, but I just don't feel like you are, so therefore I'm going to take what you say with a grain of salt. So then after that, we have Safari and Gunplay. They race barefoot in the field. I guess Safari wins. Congratulations. We then move on to Flo. She's talking with her girlfriend Claudia and explaining at the event of Magic Mondays what done happened when she went off on Marlon. She's mad at him because she feels disrespected by him. But Claudia's looking at her like, I mean, but the way you reacted, do you still feel some type of way about him, whatnot? She says she doesn't, but at the same time, it's like she has a right to feel upset. She just upset at the fact of the way she reacted and, her situation with Trina, all this stuff. So that's why she feels bad, but not necessarily what she did to Marlon, because F Marlon. But I'm kind of on Claudia's side. Like, I understand you feeling some type of way, but all homeboy did, literally, all he did was give Joy flowers. That's literally it. I understand y'all getting a divorce, so you feel like that was disrespect to you because of the fact that, he gave another woman flowers in front of you at your event. I can understand you feeling like, wow, that's, disrespectful or whatever. But at the same time, I'm not to the point where you reacted the way you reacted is giving very much press vibes, like I said last week. So you say you don't care, but you do care. You're jealous. Why are you jealous of Marlon and what he do? It beats me. But listen, you got Cloudy in front of you, so we should just be trying to move forward and not backwards. So after she tries to explain that, she lets us know in a confessional that ever since she saw the mambo, everything just went to shit, and it's just like, well, that was your decision, Flo. I mean, if we want to blame the mambo, go ahead. I mean, I'm not saying, well, I don't do none of that stuff, so I can't speak for myself. But at the same time, life be happening too. If I want to look at it as a realistic, logical mindset, life be happening. Okay, sometimes it's not the way we want it to happen, and sometimes it does go downhill. But at the to kind of add to your point, Florence, yes, sometimes when you bring negative energy, even though they might try to make it seem like it's positive energy, yeah, sometimes it can bring, that effect of bad things happening, Pray to God, pray to Jesus, okay? Pray to Jesus, and hopefully things will get better. So then, after that, I guess they talk about the single release party coming up, and Flo still isn't ready to come out yet with Claudia because she don't want her mom to find out and, her fans to find out and all this stuff. But then I'm thinking in my head, but you're on the show with your girlfriend, announcing it's your girlfriend. So even if you didn't want it to come out, it's still going to come out because you guys are clearly on camera discussing these things. So okay, so then we move on to Safari and Amara. They go to the church to see the pastor. Is this a real pastor? I mean, if it is, interesting. They go to him for advice and whatnot, and how Amara is feeling some type of way because of the fact that all these people have something to say about her being with Safari, blah blah blah, all the stuff that they got going on. So then the pastor want to make this analogy from freaking Genesis of the Bible. I'm like, could we do something from the middle of the Bible? Like, we doing either Genesis or Revelation. What about the middle? There's a lot of other good points that you could have brought up from the middle of the Bible. Okay, but let's start with Genesis, okay? Adam, he was by himself, and then God took his rib and made a woman. So, a woman is a man's rib, sticks beside her man's side because she literally came from his side. Safari want to make it seem like he was so like, wow, I didn't even know that. I'm sure you didn't, Safari. This is why I'm talking about, like, are you really spiritual? Or maybe you're spiritual in a different way that we know of. Or that different way of what you're trying to make it seem like it is, but it's really not. But I'm just kind of like, so what are you trying to get here at, Mr. Pastor? That, through it all, Amar should stick by his side. That's not really dealing with the situation of what, she should just not look at it and just stick by his side and just let bygones be bygones. But I mean, through his track record, she should also be, keeping track of all his ill doings at the same time. But since this is fake per her words, maybe she's just trying to play the part, but at the same time, it's like she's trying to play the part, but I feel like this is the part that she would actually play in real life. Because technically this is supposed to be real life. So anyway, after that, after the pastor done said we had a set and he left, they talk about Safari's vasectomy, and Mara says she's going to have more kids. Not she wants more kids, she's going to have more kids. Whether that's with Safari or somebody else, I guess we're going to have to wait to see to find out. But she just wished that he would have told her first. He don't really respond, so then we go to the next scene. So we didn't get to Zoe Brinks. She's at the studio rehearsing. The song that she was rehearsing sounded fire. I said, so y'all really trying to get me to add music from Love and Hip Hop Miami to my playlist? I'm already playing Casamigos I don't know how many times a week, okay? Now I gotta add this song. I didn't even get the song. But it sounded like a very good song. Bobby's there to support, and after she does her rehearsing and whatnot, they always gotta pause and then sit down and talk. So she sits down and talk with Bobby, and they talk about the cipher. So Zoe admitted that she is sensitive, so she did feel some type of way of the way that Trina was acting towards her. So Bobby tries to, explain, she was just acting weird that night and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then that's when we got into Zoe's situation, living situation, her family situation, feeling like she's a black sheep. So Bobby suggests that maybe she should just sit down and talk with her family. Whenever we have these conversations with all reality shows, the other person always says, oh, maybe you should just have a conversation with them. Which is, is not wrong, but at the same time, I'm just like, that's always the solution, communication. You feel some type of way, you shouldn't be venting about it to somebody else, even though I can understand why you would, but essentially, at the end of the day, you need to talk with the person you got the situation with, because talking to someone else is not really going to solve anything. It may help you figure out what to say or how to approach a situation of talking with them. But the end goal at the end of the day is you're always going to have to communicate with said person or people that you have the issue with. Communication is key. I've been saying this since like my first review on this channel. Communication is key. Anyway, so I guess you're going to do that. We then move on to Amara. She meets up with Shay for lunch, and, she starts off in a confessional with us saying she don't know if Shay is her friend or a hater. And I'm just like, Mara, please stop it. Okay, you already know she your friend. She ain't no hater. You just mad that what she was saying was true. And now you got to face the facts that Safari don't want no more kids. So at this point, Safari's just going to be here for a good time, but not a long time. Okay, so they're talking and whatnot. And, Amara wants to, even though she kind of a little hurt, I guess, that Safari don't want no kids. She tries to express to Shay, like, I just want to enjoy my time with Safari, So Shay's like, that's fine if you want to do that. Just don't be getting no feelings, because at the end of the day, he don't want no kids and you want kids. And I know you said you want kids because you told me that. So she agrees and whatnot, kind of, sort of. And then they go into talking about Von Shay and the GoFundMe drama. So Amara just don't want to be in none of that drama. And at the end of the whole scene, Amara and Shay, they good. They Gucci. Shay makes a jab at her, whatnot. And, they just laugh and have a great time. But then y'all probably going to argue the next week too. So that's just the relationship. And you know what? If they like it, I love it. We're going to move on then to Joy and Trina. They meet up. They talk about what happened on the Magic Monday night. And, Joy lets us know that her and Marlon, they're really friendly friends. I don't know what that means, but it seems like it's something more than just conversing. They might be flirting, may have kissed here or there. And since he be bringing her flowers, who knows, maybe they've had some relations, maybe backstage or whatever the case may be. I don't think they went to any of each other's houses or anything, but they may have done something at the club or lounge or whatever where they host the Magic Mondays. That's just that's what I'm thinking back in my brain. But okay, so Joy thinks Marlon is kind of cute. Trina shuts that all the way down. She's like, absolutely not. All the other people in this damn world, and Marlon, no, absolutely not. He slept with his wife's sister. Like, absolutely not. So Joy lets us know in the confessional that she's a grown woman. She can do whatever she wants to do. And she misses having a man's touch. She misses having a man because, she ain't with David no more. So that's probably why she's going into Marlon's arms. Which is like, I can understand that, Joy, but you better than this. Marlon, even if you was trying to be there for a good time, not a long time, Marlon ain't it, okay? We could go with it. So there are so many Find men in Miami, okay? Why him? Because he's more easily accessible, because y'all work together and stuff. There's nobody else in there that I mean, there's probably not, probably no other options, but there's so many men. You don't even have to stick in Miami. You know, there's so much people in South Florida, so many. Yeah. I would know, so many. No, Marlon ain't it, girl. I mean, no, no, not even for a one nighter. No, no, don't do it. You know, I'm, to be honest, no shade to Marlon. I be trying to, what did Flo see him in the first place? I mean, maybe he's good in bed. Maybe that's what it was. Cause I'm just kind of like, Flo looks like this, like you beautiful, and Marlon is just like, you know, maybe I don't know, but please no. And then that's when Joy want to make a joke saying, oh, do you think they do voodoo because she's trying to keep her edges? Furthermore reason for you not to do anything with Marlon Joy. Okay, further reason. If you have to ask that question, that should tell you all you should need to know and do in regards to this Marlon situation. Don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, they talk about Raymond, Trina, and Trina being single or whatnot. She ain't trying to focus on no man. She's just trying to focus on her career, and she don't got time for none of that. Listen, everybody don't gotta be with somebody, okay? If Trina don't want to be with nobody, let her just do her work and that's it, okay? Some people don't want to get with nobody. Some people want to be single. If that's Trina, that's what it is. What it is at this point. I can't really see Trina with nobody, just because I feel like she's too much of an independent person and she gonna get annoyed. And if she were to have anybody, I feel like she's the type of person, she's like, okay, you have your house, I got my house, okay? So I'll come spend a night once in a blue moon at your house. You make her come over once in a blue moon at my house, but we're gonna have our own houses. We ain't gonna be all up under each other. She seems like that type of chick to me. So at this point in time, if she don't want to be with nobody, she has every right to not be with anybody. Leave it alone. Let's not keep pushing this issue. And Joy, you better tell Snoop that, because I don't need him trying to get Raymond embarrassed yet again to try to talk to Trina. Okay. We then move on to Zoe. She goes to her family's house to talk. This is the first time she's going to the house that they recently bought. It's nice. And then when she sits down to talk with them to try to express how she feels left out because they got this new house, they didn't even think about getting her a room. The mom is just like, oh no, don't make it seem like I treat you different, because I don't treat you different. But at the end of the day, what doesn't happen of her feeling like the black sheep is because her other two sisters, they have jobs, they go to school, and it's like, I don't want to say legit jobs. It's jobs more acceptable to older generation Haitians in the Haitian community, okay? Pretty much, if you ain't trying to be a doctor, a nurse, or a lawyer, attorney, all that stuff, what you're trying to do is not right, okay? You're not gonna make it, okay? So she obviously wants to be a rapper, so her mom ain't really happy with that. She ain't really supporting that, and she expresses that. So that's not a real job in her eyes. So that's why Zoe tries to vent, and then crying and venting. Her mom don't really care. The sisters are kind of like, we're not going to help you out in this situation. And then Zoe leaves and gets in her car and prays before she dips out. But for me, it's just like, I know how the Haitian parents are, so like, I'm sensitive, so I get it, Zoe. But like she said, she's gonna prove them wrong. But for me, I'm just like, y'all on TV though, so I mean, she getting this somewhere, okay? We're recognizing her. I mean, did I know Zoe Brings before Love and Hip Hop Miami season 5? No, I did not. As someone in South Florida, I did not, But what I have seen so far, I do like. So listen, your mom could say whatever she wants, but at the same time, y'all on TV though, So that's something. So you'll be fine. Your living situation sucks right now. I get that, but I really feel like after this season, you're gonna be on the up and up. So you got my support. We didn't move on to Gunplay. he's shooting a music video for his new single or whatever. Von Shay's there with her baby, and Shay and Fabo comes to support. So Von Shay and Shay goes to the side to talk, and Von Shay expresses that, Gunplay has been drinking a lot more and kind of slipping back into his old ways. And I'm like, Von Shay, we know. With recent allegations, I'm going to keep bringing that up whenever we talk about Gunplay, because at this point, what else is there to talk about? Because of his actions, it is leading up to the unfortunate night of the arrest. So, I think Shay gives some encouraging words. I didn't write any of them down. So, it might have not been encouraging words. But then they talk about Amara and Von Shay feeling kind of some type of way because Amara's not really messaging her, or, left her on ghost and not supporting her through this situation. But, Amara did say she's not trying to be in it, but I would assume if that's really your friend, you wouldn't text her through this. I'm not going to text all my friends through their situations. Because I don't feel like I have a lot of friends. But at the same time, if she felt some type, Von Shay, if you feel some type of way, have a conversation with Amara. I don't know what else to tell you guys. We then move on to Florence. We get to the single release party. So Florence comes with Claudia. And, Trina's there, Bobby's there, Joy's there, Miami Tip is there, Snoop is there, and I think, no, not Flo, but Claudia introduces herself as Florence's girlfriend. So Bobby's like, oh, I love this for you guys, and makes an announcement that Claudia is Florence's girlfriend. So Florence, she's a little upset and annoyed that, Bobby is just being messy and just putting her business all out there, but you already put your business out there because you're on TV telling us that you have a girlfriend. So technically, you the one who did put it out there first, if we're going in chronological order of the way they set up this season. So anyway, excuse me, Bobby seeming like he's a little too lit, so Trina's annoyed by that. But Marlon walks in. Snoop immediately pulls Marlon to the side to tell him that Claudia is Flo's girlfriend. So he's staring over at them like, wow, Snoop is talking to him. Florence is trying to understand why he keeps staring at them. And, since Claudia is a family friend, so Marlon knows her. And, he's not fazed by it, but he thinks that Claudia or Flo brought Claudia there saying that's her girlfriend just to make him jealous. So both of you guys think y'all trying to make each other jealous. Which, to me, I feel like this is kind of confirmation that maybe you guys on a slide still have dealings with each other's. And I'm not talking about in regards for the kids. I'm talking about relations. Like, he come over to see the kids, but at the same time, he don't just leave after seeing the kids. He may stay a few minutes and go to a homegirl's bedroom for relations, and then he leaves. I'm not saying that's what they do, because I don't know what be going on behind closed doors. But I just feel like since they both have the same thought process of the other person trying to make them jealous, it seems like y'all still have dealings with each other and nobody else know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So anyway, after that, like I said, Marlon isn't phased. Here come out of blue Gaia. I'm not gonna say I forgot about Gaia. I did not forget about her. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, maybe this season is not gonna be too much drama with Florence, even though she already got drama. Nope. Gael came. Gael comes to give the entertainment for Flo and her storylines. Okay, that's at this point, that's what Gael's here for. So Gael lets us know in confessional that ever since Flo went to go see Mambo, her life has been in disarray with her relationship, whoever her man is. He probably married to her son back in jail. Her restaurant been down in the dumps, no customers or whatnot. Her house or kitchen, whatever, set fire, all this stuff. And it's like, once again, I understand, like I said, you're gonna bring negative energy, negative things happen. But at the same time, like when she was talking about her son went back to jail, is that really the mambo, or did your son act stupid again and now he got to face the consequences? I'm just like, what does your son going back to jail got to do with any of this? Get Gaia. I don't think what your son done did has anything to do with the mambo. He was just probably being stupid again and went back to jail. Okay, you can leave your son out of this, Gaia. But anyway, so she wants to confront Flo about what's been going on. Why would she choose the single release party to do this? Because the producers told her. Okay, so she goes in, immediately goes to Flo to confront her, tell her to reverse it and whatnot. Claudia, tries to defend her girlfriend and whatnot. They go back and forth a little bit, and then Gael throws her drink at Claudia, goes to commercial for dramatic effect. Comes back from commercial for dramatic effect, and you see Claudia try to lunge for Gael. Security is obviously involved. Trina's annoyed because at this point, she's like, here's the second event in a row with Flo and his drama. So then we have Gael going to Trina to let her know, like, the person she's dealing with, which is Florence. She be doing voodoo, and that's why there's all this mess, and that's why she probably shouldn't work with her. And it's too late, Gael. They already got a freaking single and video they shot together. It's already too late. She already involved. But she just annoyed that y'all bringing drama. But then again, Trina, you on this show. Any event that be going on in Love and Hip Hop, 9 times out of 10 is going to have drama. So why are we surprised? I don't know. But that's when Flo tells Gael to leave. So I'm surprised Gael did leave and didn't cause any more drama. So after that whole debacle, that's when Florence presents the video. She performs the video. Trina kind of sings along. We're back in good vibes, right? That should be the end of it, right? No, absolutely not. This is Love and Hip Hop, okay? It would not be just leaving on Kumbaya, okay? We gotta have a little bit more drama, especially at the same event. So we have Bobby. Remember, he's a little bit late, okay? And I feel like I did this to myself because last episode I was just saying I appreciate the maturity in Bobby. And then now, here we are. He back to his old ways. So now he want to be messy and tell Trick, like, okay, you should have saw what happened on Magic Monday. Joy was like, Bobby, please stop. He's like, no, I got to let him know. So he lets him know that Marlon got Joy flowers. Trick ain't trying to hear none of that. And, Bobby he's like, I'm just trying to tell you what is going on. So Trina tried to tell him to, simmer down, calm down. He don't need to do all this. Bobby goes off a little bit, saying he not sitting down for nobody. Goes to a commercial for a semi-dramatic effect. Comes back from commercial for semi-dramatic effect. And Bobby leaves because Trina asked him to leave. So that was the extra little tidbit of drama that happened at the party. And Trick says, this is why he hasn't seen Bobby since, I guess, last year at the picnic or whatever, because Bobby just messy. And, he talks about Marlon could never be his husband-in-law, and Marlon needs to find somebody else to F with. And then that's where the episode ends. Trick using this husband-in-law type thing is kind of weird, but okay. And at this point, Joy really not doing nothing about him saying what he's saying or feeling what he's feeling. I'm sure she's over it. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, you want a divorce, but it's like, I don't feel like we're really trying to get this divorce. So at this point, we just writing it out, I guess, until the end of days. That's what I'm getting from that. But it was an okay episode. I didn't mind it. It was a good little watch for Labor Day. So that was it. That was the end of the episode, guys. I'm giving all the energy I can give, but I am actually very tired. So I'm about to go to sleep. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed at least once, even if you did a little smirk, I'll take a smirk. Subscribe, okay? If you didn't even smirk or laugh, that's fine, okay? We're going to get you to laugh, okay? Come back next week. Hopefully something more interesting that I could do more jokes about, You could laugh, then you could subscribe, and then we'll be all Gucci. Comment down below what you thought about this episode. Be easy, peasy, lemon squeezy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.